How's it going, guys? My name is Michael, and today I'm going to show you how you can breed perfect IV Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Now let's get into it. Now to start out this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you everything that you need item-wise to go ahead and get started breeding perfect IV Pokemon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hop into the town here, and we are at the main town, Madstrike. I just like going here for all my shopping and stuff. It's all like in one little area. There are shops in other towns if you want to go there, be my guest, but we're going to 3 different shops here. We're going to be going to, I believe, let me make sure I get this right. I believe Shurikens and Artisan Bakery, and then we're also going to go to another one and pick up another item here in just a minute. So the first one is going to be this building here, right by the West Gate Pokestop. So we're going to go ahead in here. We're going to pick up some items to make a sandwich, believe it or not. It's going to help us hatch or actually breed Pokemon faster. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up about 10 of these. You really don't need too many, but I just go ahead and I usually like to stock up. That way I don't have to keep running back and forth to town. So I got me some bananas. And so now we're going to run all the way over here to where this little family is looking at some stuff. And this, I believe, is the Artisan Bakery. Yes, it is. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up some butter. Butter is expensive nowadays. And we're also going to pick up some peanut butter. And again, go ahead and buy however many you want of that. I'm going to go ahead and use league points because I'm running a little cash. I might have to use my little duplicate exploit to get me some money. If you don't know about the duplicate exploit, go ahead and watch my other video. I'll link it up here. But that's how you make a good bit of money. Good plug, right? Okay, alrighty. So now that we got that kind of stuff, we're going to go down to one more shop. So we're just going to follow this down, and we're going to go all the way to the front of Madstrike. I don't know how to say that. What would you call it? Accurately? But you know what? That's how I'm saying it because I'm terrible with pronunciations. But yeah, we're going over here to the Delibird shop. Delibird presents, and we're going to buy one battle item and then one general item. So the battle item that we're going to buy, let me go ahead and see if I can find it here, is going to be the Destiny Knot. I already have one, so I'm not going to buy one, but you're going to want to buy one Destiny Knot, so 20,000. And then you're going to go to General Goods, and then you're also going to pick up a Everstone. Where is it? Everstone right there, so another 3,000. So you're going to need probably what, about 30,000 to go ahead and get started with this. And if you're breeding these type of Pokemon anyways, you probably have already beaten the game, and you probably already have a little bit of cold hard cash on you. So you should be fine. But now, once we got all of our items and everything, now we're going to go out and we're actually going to go ahead and start with the breeding process. So I'm just going to go ahead and head out this door and out into the wild. Alrighty, so now we're out in the wild here, and I'm just going to go ahead and pick a little flat spot for our picnic because that's actually how you're going to breed Pokemon in this game. And so let me go ahead and give you a brief rundown of how you breed Pokemon. So a lot of you may not know, but breeding in this game is a lot different than it is in previous Pokemon games. There is no daycare in Scarlet and Violet, and instead it's actually a part of your picnic. I'm gonna go and pick up that little berry there, because if not, it's gonna drive me crazy. But yeah, just go ahead and open up your picnic, and I'm gonna show you exactly what you're going to do next. Okay, so we got our picnic open. We're throwing some Pokemon out and everything. Of course, it's not going to look this chaotic once we're breeding Pokemon, but for the most part, all we're going to be doing right now is we're going to go ahead and get our sandwich cooking. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a sandwich. And the sandwich that we're going to make, I believe, is the ultimate peanut butter sandwich. Actually, it's the great peanut butter sandwich because as you can see in the bottom right, it has egg power level 2, which means you will get eggs quite a bit faster than normal after you've made this sandwich, because you get a nice little buff there. We're gonna use a little red flag pick, why not? And as you can see, the butter and peanut butter were combined and spread on there, and now we just need to drop our bananas. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop those. Look at that, perfect. Oh, come on, I'm gonna get this as perfect as possible. You know, sometimes I feel like the table's leaning. I think that actually is a thing too. All right, so we're gonna drop that there. A little lopsided, throw the pick in there, and boom, Bob's your uncle. He might be, I don't know who your uncle is, but there we go. We got our sandwich. And now we're gonna wait for this weird cutscene. This cutscene creeps me out every time I see it. Look at this, watch. Just the kid just sitting there, sitting on a sandwich. So weird. But you know what, that is okay. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're also gonna need to take and go ahead and get the 2 Pokemon that we're gonna be using to breed. So I'm actually gonna have to cancel out of my picnic here. We're gonna have to set it up. So in reality, you could set this up and then make the sandwich. Really doesn't matter. But you have 30 minutes on the sandwich, so you should be fine. But yeah, we're gonna go into our boxes here. And as you can see, I have been breeding quite a bit of Swablu. I have a ton of these things. But we're gonna go ahead and for demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna use a really bad Ditto, and I'm gonna be using a really bad Swablu. So I'm not gonna be able to get a perfect IV Swablu in this video for you guys, but I can at least demonstrate how you go about doing this. Okay, so now we got the 2 Pokemon in our party. Now here's the thing. What you're gonna wanna do is get yourself a really, really good IV Ditto. Try to get yourself a 5 or 6 IV Ditto. You can do that by doing like 5 or 6 star terror raids. See if you can grind a little bit, see if you can't get yourself a really nice Ditto, because it's gonna help you so much in the long term, especially if you plan on breeding a full team of these Pokemon. Using a high IV Ditto is gonna make things so much faster, so much easier, and trust me, you need to do it. But once you get yourself that really, really nice Pokemon with some really nice IVs to transfer over to say your Swablu, you're gonna wanna give your Ditto that Destiny Knot. And the reason why is because the Destiny Knot is gonna guarantee that you're gonna transfer over 5 of those 6 IVs from your Ditto or whatever's gonna be holding that the Destiny Knot. Okay, and so the next thing that you're gonna give to your other Pokemon is gonna be the Everstone. I'm not gonna give it to them right now, but the reason why you wanna give it the Everstone is because the Everstone is going to guarantee that the nature of that Pokemon is given to the hatchlings, your breeding Pokemon. So once you find the nature that you like, say for instance, you want that adamant nature, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna give Swablu, or whatever Pokemon you're using, that Everstone. So let's, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and give it the Everstone if I can find it. There we go. So now Swablu is holding the Everstone. And again, if it doesn't have the nature that you want, just breed some Pokemon without the Everstone until you find the nature that you want. Go ahead and swap that Pokemon out, put the Everstone on it, and you're good to go. Okay, so now we have the 2 Pokemon. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open back up our picnic. And for the life of me, I always hit the wrong button, but you know what, it's okay. Doesn't take long here. All right, so as you saw a minute ago, I went ahead and opened up, or I went ahead and got my sandwich activated. So now you're just gonna hang out. Throw a little soccer ball around, let them play some soccer, whatever you wanna do. Make yourself another sandwich, decorate your picnic area, or just get up and go grab yourself a snack or whatever. Watch a YouTube video. Watch another one of my YouTube videos, actually. And then just wait. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go over here and check this basket after, say, a couple of minutes to see how many eggs will spawn in that basket. The basket can hold up to 10 eggs, okay? So you do wanna check it pretty frequently. I would say every couple of minutes. That way you're not wasting a whole lot of time, especially if you have that level 2 egg power sandwich activated. You're gonna get a lot of eggs very, very quickly. So by the time of me talking to you guys about this, let's go ahead and see how many eggs we got. Let's not, okay, yeah, I was about to say, please don't embarrass me. Give me some eggs. Okay, so we got 1 egg. So to me, it seems a little random. For the most part, 2 minutes is a good rule to give you quite a few eggs. Sometimes I get them a lot faster. Sometimes I can make a sandwich on the picnic here and get them. Sometimes it takes a little while longer, but I'm gonna go ahead and skip forward to where I get a bunch of eggs. Alrighty, I just got a bunch of eggs out of the basket. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pack up and go. So you can get as many, eggs as you want to. Again, like I said, you got 30 minutes on that sandwich and you can get as many eggs as you want to. You just need to make sure you don't fill the basket up all the way, because they will stop producing eggs after 10 in the basket if you don't pick them up. So just make sure you're picking them up. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go into our boxes and we're gonna go ahead and throw those eggs into our party. Now, if you haven't hatched eggs before in any other Pokemon games, there is another bit of information I want to give you guys regarding hatching eggs faster, and that is using a Pokemon that has the ability of Flame Body. And for me, it is my Talonflame. And what Flame Body is, and I'm going to go ahead and check the summary so I can show you guys, that Flame Body is the ability that you'll see down in the bottom right. Any Pokemon will have an ability, so make sure you get yourself a fire Pokemon that has the ability Flame Body. Put it in the party, I'd say at the top of your party, before you start running around to hatch these Pokemon eggs. I think I have another egg somewhere else I'm gonna go ahead and use to hatch. Yep, there's one. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up our party with eggs. And now you're just gonna run around. You're just gonna run around. I'm gonna hop on my little motorcycle here and just run a few laps. And since you're in this game, since like hatching Pokemon is so mobile, you can breed Pokemon anywhere. I like to go to areas where I can pick up a lot of stuff off the ground, where there's like a lot of sparkly bits, maybe in the desert or something. That way you can kind of knock out two birds with one stone, make yourself a little bit of money, pick up some berries and that sort of thing while you're breeding Pokemon. Kind of helps kill the time. And let's see, we should have them hatching any minute now. And I've already picked up all the sparkly bits, so that's why there's none are spawning over here. Which, by the way, sparkly bits respawn every like 2 hours, I think, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so we got our first Pokemon hatching here. Let's see if it's a shiny. Probably not, but hey, I'm using a Masuda Method Ditto, so maybe. I love Swablu. Hey, look, it's not a shiny. My luck is terrible. Alrighty, so I hatched all my Pokemon, and unfortunately, I didn't get any shinies. It's just my luck, but it is what it is. But now let's go ahead and judge the IVs. And if you don't know how to judge Pokemon IVs, you need to beat the game. You need to beat the, the Elite Four at the end of the game. And then you go to any Pokestop. I believe it's any Pokestop. Talk to the lady when you heal your Pokemon, and she should say something along the lines of, hey, you can judge Pokemon IVs now. And in order to judge them after that point, you're just gonna go to your boxes. And you'll probably have to hit the plus button because you'll be able to cycle through everything there. Yeah, you're just hit your plus button and you'll be able to see all the IVs in the right-hand corner. And as you can see, this first Swablu has 2 perfect IV stats. It's got attack and it's got speed. The rest of them are probably not going to be any better because my Ditto and the Swablu that I'm using to breed are absolutely terrible. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest. Yeah, this one has 1, this one has 1, this one has 1, and this one has 1. So yeah, I garbage. I have terrible terrible IV Pokemon, but you at least get the gist of what's going on here, right? So now what you're gonna do is say, for instance, we're gonna pick the best one out of all of these, okay? So now you're gonna take the one that has the most perfect IVs, and that's gonna be this Swablu here. And we're gonna take this Swablu, we're gonna pair it with our Ditto, and we're gonna rinse and repeat. We're gonna open up the picnic again. You're gonna let the Ditto and the Swablu breed, and hopefully over time, it should only take you a couple of batches or so. You should see increasing perfect IVs in those Pokemon. And like I said before, if you found the Pokemon with the correct nature, say for instance, you want an adamant nature, and you have the Everstone on that Swablu, for instance, or on your Pokemon, make sure that you take that Everstone off and put it on the next Pokemon as well to make sure that the natures stay consistent. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And hopefully after some time, you will get yourself a 5 or 6 IV perfect Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That's all there is to it. I know it's pretty much the same as any other Pokemon game, set aside from the picnic and everything, but honestly, I like the picnic. I like being able to just roam around the map and hatch Pokemon anywhere and everywhere that I want. It's pretty nice. You can literally just stock up on eggs super quick with the sandwiches, and yeah, you just have fun with it. And again too, like I said before, get yourself a really nice perfect IV Ditto, and you'll be able to train perfect IV Pokemon extremely fast in this game. And to do you one even better, you can even get yourself a foreign Masuda Method Perfect IV Ditto, and I do plan on making a video on how to do that in the future. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss it. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are, and until next time, peace out.